Welcome to Dust Off the Bricks. So, let's see. A month ago, I went to Legoland, Atlanta Brick Company, Orlando Brick Company. Atlanta Brick Company video already posted. Orlando Brick Company video already posted. This is for Legoland. So, I didn't take very many videos. I did take a video of Miniland, but here's my experience. My first time to Legoland. That's where I got the hat. So, this is my first time going to Legoland. So, come watch the video and enjoy. So majority of these are gonna be pictures, but here's just like a picture of pretty much where we parked. So they had all these sections. So they had Ninjago, they had Friends, I think they had Adventures, they had Hero Factory, but all these parts of the parking area to mark where you parked. There's the big shop. That's pretty much where you get all your cool souvenirs from Legoland. And here's inside. You got Harry Potter little build there. You got all sorts of stuff. There's like luggage in here. There's cups. There's sunglasses. There's pretty much a little bit of everything in this. Towels. I definitely wanted to buy a lot of these things just because they're cool. There's me and my wife and child next to the shark guy, or the shark suit guy. I can't remember what's the name. There's Ray, Chewbacca. A lot of these are just going to be like random photos of brick built things like that. There's the brick shop again. So, but I had a great time at this place. Oh, here's my mom trying to figure out what her minifigure is. And then next would be, so I don't know which one's that name is, but pretty fun little thing. I did it. I can't remember what I was. My wife did it twice, and first time she came out with Lloyd, and then she did it again, and she was the gamer person. But you'll see that in a second. Oh, there's the Lloyd, and then my wife's like, I don't like that one. I'm doing it again. So she tried to do it again, and she came out with like the gamer, I want to say, or something. I can't remember what the minifigure's name is, but I think I actually have this minifigure. Oh no, I don't, but that's what it is. That's who she was. Can't remember what I was. There's Heart Lake City, and it's pretty cool here. And I just like looking at all these brick built things. There's all the new ones: Nova, Autumn, Leo. I can't remember the other girl's name. There's was that Pickles? No, that's a Churro. Churros is the cat's name. And then in Miniland, we got a little lizard right on top of a vehicle. And Miniland was cool. Definitely was like looking at it. I mean, pretty simple techniques for most of it. But there's a NASCAR area. I like how it's not minifigure scale. It's just a little bit above minifigure scale. And that's where you get these massive structures, is it being like twice the height of a minifigure, but just so much. And you can hear it, like they have recordings, and you can like hear the cars going around. Here's another part of Miniland. I think this is coming up as NASA area. Oh, there's the other side of the NASCAR, but you can like hear these cars. There's speakers going around. You can hear these cars like drag racing going around the track. But here's NASA. Pretty cool, just like things. And a lot of the cars are moving, and a lot of the boats in the water are moving. I don't know. Oh, there's that little thing that the astronauts have to get into that spins you around, so you can get used to some G forces. But it's a really cool thing just to look around. I pretty much recorded majority of it, and then honestly, it's actually I didn't. I probably recorded half of it, and then I just got tired of holding my camera up for that long, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna enjoy this. And that's when I started like, you know what, I'm just gonna take pictures of everything. And I think if you wait for countdown, like steam comes out, or smoke, there's like a smoke machine under that to make it look like it's gonna blast off. But I really liked Miniland, and it was pretty large area. Definitely all the whites yellowed from the sun. So here's where there's water in the area, and a lot of these things I'm not very I don't travel too often, so I don't know what a lot of these areas are like. Obviously, like NASA is in Florida, so They have that, and they have stuff that's directed towards Florida, but they also have like New York City and stuff like that, and Las Vegas, where like my parents have been to Las Vegas and my wife's been to Las Vegas. I have not. So like they were pointing out and naming all the buildings. I don't know all the buildings, so I'm not gonna be able to do that for you today. But if you look there, you can kind of see the boats going around. I think they're hooked to fishing line and then like a pulley system underneath that brings them around. And I believe the vehicles are done like magnetically, if I recall correctly, seeing in a video before. So, but just the scale of these buildings, there are plenty of buildings taller than me, and I'm 6'2", so it's kind of cool seeing the massive scale, and you can't really tell the scale of these buildings unless you are there. So, honestly, I always like Legoland is definitely meant for children, like a lot of the rides and stuff, but I enjoyed it because of seeing Miniland and seeing all the little Lego stuff laying around. And obviously going to the big shop was fun. But it's definitely meant for children for sure, but I enjoyed it. I think I only rode 4 rides. I only rode 4 rides. And it was out of majority of the rides. Well, there was all their circumstances that actually happened that allowed me not to ride as many rides. So you'll see it later in the pictures that I'm taking, how it's very cloudy. It started raining and thunderstorming there, so that had closed down a lot of the rides. But I can talk about more of that later. But it was just like crazy, like this giant church. Like I built a church, but obviously like this church is way bigger. And it's kind of was interesting because I've tried to build some of the things that they've kind of built here. Like there's a putt-putt golf course. I've done a putt-putt golf course, so it's kind of cool looking at. Obviously their putt-putt course is way better and bigger, and their church is bigger and better. But it's kind of fun just seeing how they did this. And obviously, like, mine was all attached. Theirs, they can kind of just throw it on grass and make it look good still. But it was just fun just looking at all of the stuff. I think I spent an hour here. And I will say, I think even me who wasn't trying to ride all the rides, just wanting to look at all the stuff and not miss anything, you definitely kind of need 2 days in Legoland. We were definitely rushed at the end. Like, we took our time in the beginning, but at the end, we definitely, like, were crunched for time. I saw one of the shows there, and there'll be a picture of it later on. But we went to a show, and I think there were 4 different shows, and we only caught, or, like, movies. There were 4 different movies you could go and watch. And they were just short films. I think they're like 15, 20 minutes. There was a Dreams one, a Friends one, and a Lego City one. And I can't remember. There might have actually only been 3. But we only went to the Dreams one. It was cool. I enjoyed it. But then if I was to wait to catch the next ones, I was going to miss being able to explore everything. And when I got to the castle area and the Lego movie area, it was rushed. I was just trying to get through to the rest of it. But this like all the boats riding around, you can kind of see how the gears are below. It's just like on a belt, and it just travels around. But it was definitely a fun experience for sure. And Miniland was awesome. I loved looking at it. Unfortunately, I watched most of it through a camera, but it's fun even looking back at this footage now and seeing all the techniques and stuff they used. I mean, they're pretty much simple techniques. Like, I didn't see any like amazing part usages. But it was also pretty far away. Like, I'm zoomed in right now to see this. So you couldn't really see if there was any. uh, crazy part usages. It just seemed like they were doing a lot of just bricklaying, and it's with the massive scales like that, you're kind of able to get these textures and stuff a lot easier than you would with just a in minifigure scale stuff. But this area was huge. Like, I kind of wish they had, like, maybe they did and I just missed it, but how many actual Lego bricks and Lego pieces are in all of Miniland? I know some of their larger builds, they had the plaques next to them saying how many hours were spent and how many bricks were spent or used in them. But it was definitely fun. Oh, the soldiers lifting the flag there. So that was pretty cool seeing that. Oh, this is like New York area. Not New York, DC. Because you got a lot of buildings in the background that are in DC. You have the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, or Monument. I actually don't know what it's called. I think the Capitol building's in here somewhere. I saw. Oh, I loved the trees there. The little cherry blossoms. I've been here. It's been a while since I've been here, but they did a very good job on doing this. I think it's funny too that the roads are like paved. They're doing like paved roads that the vehicles are driving on. But it's definitely something, if you're into Lego, you need to go check out. A little bicycle chasing dog. This red building obviously is something. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like a museum or something. If you know, leave in the comments below. Let me know. Oh, there's the Capitol building, I think. No, I don't know what that is. There's the other side of it. And you got all these, if you press a button, all the little people at the back sing or do something. Statue of Liberty, New York City. This one did a lot too. Like if you press a button, there's a fire truck somewhere and it shoots water out. This one, if you press a button, it did something. This one lit up. I think this is like the library, the big library in New York. But it was just pretty fun just looking at all their techniques and stuff. And I also would like to know if some of these buildings have external or internal supports in them to hold them up. Oh, there's a zoo, which I had to get because I'm working on a zoo right now. This zoo's way better than mine. And they use brick-built animals, and I am using only molded animals. I think this one, if you press a button too, there was like an orchestra that played. So that was pretty cool. And here, I think this is San Francisco area. In the background, you can see the painted ladies or the sisters or something like that. I can never remember what they're called, but I did a mock of these. So I thought it was cool that another thing that was in here, I did a mock of. So it was very fun just looking at all this and how they built it. So my wife was telling me how she's been up this road. Can't remember what it's called. She definitely told me what it was called. There's a Golden Gate Bridge. I think next is the castle area or the pirate area, which is pretty cool. Or like just the just back in time. There's Las Vegas. So my wife was telling me all about this. My dad was telling me all about the buildings in Las Vegas, which buildings they'd stayed in or have been at and stuff like that. They definitely enjoyed this, going to Legoland too, for seeing all these built things. And this was my first time ever going to Legoland. my wife's first time. I guess my parents have gone with my nephews before, but they said they went to the one in California, and they said the Florida one was way better. But I'm definitely hoping to be able to actually go to at least all the Legolands in the U.S. So I know there's one in California, one in New York, um, and I think that's it that we have in the U.S. The rest are in different countries. So there's a Technic area, and this is when the Technic rides definitely was sketchy a little bit. So this is the like the teams you could be on, and in this ride. So there's Team Pharaoh, and then there was a dinosaur ride. This was down, and I was really hoping to be able to ride that one, but it was down. Then they had an Ninjago section. Really cool how they themed the areas. There's a big old Lego dragon. But it was really cool how they themed the areas. There's Nia and Zane, and I think next is Cole. So they had these just like chilling everywhere. Everywhere they had all these little brick built Lego things. There's Kai. So it was really fun just going through this area. And they had like, oh, there's Jay. They had this area where you could climb on this wall, and it was like a ninja thing. There's me and my kid and Kai. Brick built Kai. And then they had this boat ride, which I actually got in line for this ride, but I was like, these boats are going like 4 miles an hour. I didn't think I would enjoy it. I kind of just wanted to go around it just to take better pictures of these giant Lego figures. But I ended up actually getting out of line. Oh, they had a cool little statue there, and it looks like Mr. Gold's on top. But you got like the Lego seagull made out of Lego there. And then just like a Rescue Academy, which this was definitely for little kids too. If I was there for a couple days, I probably would have rode all the rides, but I was like, I want to see everything. So there's an Octane gas station, little fake one. Here's a little chicken suit guy, which I have the plushie of, but don't have the actual figure. There's my kid, very interested in this Lego guy. There's the Lego Statue of Liberty minifigure built out of Lego. Here's a little like driving course. You can like get your driver's license, Lego driver's license or something like that. Here's NASA guy. So it says how long it took to build him and how many bricks. Here's other things of how long it took. Let's see if I have the mosaic. Oh, there's a mosaic right there. So it tells you how long it took to build that mosaic and the astronaut. Oh, this was a ride I did actually really enjoy. It was a pirate ride. I didn't get any footage of the actual ride, but very fun ride. And we had the best tour guide, or the ride guy talking. Awesome guy. Can't remember his name at the moment, but awesome. Big old Lego pirate ship there. Here was in front of the Adventures ride, which I definitely enjoyed because Adventures was one of my favorite themes. So it was very fun going through this ride and seeing all their just the little Easter eggs inside the ride. Here's the night area. I took a few pictures. Here's a wolf. There's like a wolf pack little area, and so they had the little brick built wolf there. Here's outside of the castle there. And here has a bunch of Duplo guys you can stick your head in and take a picture with.
I definitely can't wait for my kid to be a little older where he actually enjoys this a lot more. Here's the little Dreams brick built guy. Can't remember his name. Oh, and here's like it's like a the red carpet, and you can go get your picture taken with these minifigures that were supposed to be famous, and then the giant trophy. Thought that was pretty cool. They had that on each side going into where they played the movie, the Dreams movie. There's me, my wife, and my kid going on the this little Duplo tractor ride. Here's the Adventures guys again. This was actually when we were waiting in line. So you got Johnny Thunder there. I can't remember their other names. There's my dad with the little brick built knight as you enter the knight area or the castle area. There's the King's Market. What I will say that I did not like about Legoland is they had all these like little like fair games, I want to call them, like state fair games where you're like, hey, knock over the bottles and or make a basket in this hoop like 3 times, and all this stuff that has nothing to do with Lego, and then the prizes you win are like Pokemon characters or basketballs that have nothing to do with Lego. So I did not like that. I was like, I understand that Lego technically doesn't own Legolands. It's owned by Merlin Enterprise or something like that, but I still feel like they should have had at least like the Lego plushies you win and stuff like that. But here's all the rides. You can look at the sky. The sky doesn't look very great. We had thunderstorms and it was raining. But this is Lego Movie area, and there were like 3 rides in this area that we did not get to go on. This was one of them. This actually kind of looked fun. Like I wouldn't have minded going on this ride, but it was closed, so I wasn't able to ride that one. Here's another way to enter the castle area. You got the Lion Knights shields up there. That's pretty awesome if you ask me. Oh, here's Mark and Steven's build from season 2, the winners of season 2. So I thought that was pretty cool being able to see that. These are the family of Lego. And then outside of Legoland, and then last picture is of me, my wife, and my kid. My kid, I don't know what he's doing there, and Kai.
Alright, well that's my experience in Legoland. I'll link the description below to Atlanta Brick Company, Orlando Brick Company. I'll probably link my zoo in there. It's massive, looking amazing. And yeah, but thanks for watching this video. Tell me about your first experience in Legoland, or if you've been to Legoland or whatnot. But thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.